So this week we also met up with Nick Warren, manager of the Social Vibe PUPS, who are taking part in the Super 7 series. Nick is also one of the four-man strong committee that run the series. Hi Nick, how are you doing?
Very well, Charlie.
So Nick, you're here to tell us a little bit more about the series, and for our viewers that don't know much about it, what's the Super 7 series all about?
The Super 7 series is a 4-tournament series spread across England and Wales. It hosts what I consider the 12 best invitation teams in the UK. At each tournament there is 4 guest sides. Those guest sides include the likes of Romania, and even Widnes Vikings are coming to the Cordy leg.
So Nick, where do these tournaments take place?
The tournaments are held in 4 locations around England and Wales. The first leg of the series will be held in Bury St Edmunds. The second leg will be held in Worthing. The third leg will be held in Cardiff at Caerphilly Rugby Club. And the last leg of the series will be held at Caldy Rugby Club in the Wirral.
And why were these clubs selected?
The clubs were selected because they're existing tournaments that we're working with, and each club represents what we consider the grassroots element of the game.
Okay, now you mentioned grassroots. How important do you see that being part of the 7 series?
Well, it's an integral part of the series because JP-Morgan-7s represents the professional side of the game, the IRB represents the international side of the game. By holding this Super 7 series, it represents the amateur side of the game, the grassroots element.
Okay, so there's some new teams in the tournament this year. The GB students and the Welsh Charitables. How do you think that's going to affect the series?
I think it's going to have a very positive effect on the series. GB students, for example, are, with 7s being announced in the Olympics in 2016, it shows the direction we're trying to head with a development tool that the series is going to be. In terms of the Welsh Charitables, which is effectively going to be a Welsh development side, it shows that the Welsh RFU are supporting the series and what we're trying to achieve.
Now, rumour has it that Humphrey Kyangi is actually going to be playing for the GB students. What effect do you think it's going to have on the series, having an international rugby player involved?
Well, as I understand it, Humphrey's a student at Bristol University, so by definition will qualify for the student side. I think it's fantastic he's going to be involved, and it highlights the quality of 7s that's going to be on the show.
Fantastic. Now, as a spectator, and maybe for some of our viewers, what can they expect from the series? What sort of sideshows or parties are going to be involved with the rugby?
What the viewers need to expect is an incredible standard of 7s. I think people are going to be blown away at the quality of 7s played by these sides. Not a million miles away from IRB standard 7s. The tournaments themselves are going to be great festivals. There's going to be a whole host of concessions. There's going to be lots of entertainment for the family, for children, which won't detract from the main element, which is going to be the Rugby 7s.